Beautiful. Hey guys, how's it going? So I do have to tell you that I started the repairs on this shirt a while ago, and I don't think at the time I imagined myself doing a YouTube video on this, but I have since realized that this would actually be quite applicable because it is about corsetry and learning how to use the supports to make a garment operate. So I just thought that showing the technical issues of how we fix this garment would be of interest to you. So here we go, let's take a look. This is the corset top that we are currently fixing. You can see that the bodice of it is actually quite small, and it has this big, bold, dramatic bow that ties over the top, and then it has these large, oversized puff sleeves that add to the drama when the garment is worn. Let's take a look at the inside now and see what we're doing. Okay everyone, so here is the inside of the shirt. It is still open. I will just show you the inside of the shirt. It's, you know, seam allowances, and well, it's the inside of a garment. But here's what I did. So I've got the top sort of propped up right now so that you can see it. When my friend was wearing this top, there was no support along here. Like, look at this. It is standing right up all by itself. Here you can see the back side of the shirt propped up right now because it's not sewn shut yet. So you can see that the boning is already inside the shirt. And then if we look over here, what had happened with this is when this was originally sewn and I tried it on my friend, I had only inserted some boning along the edges here, and this whole thing was sort of like rolling forward like this while the wearer was wearing it. And that just wouldn't do because it wouldn't be, you know, discreet and proper for the body at all. And so what I ended up doing was I opened it up. Here's the inside of the shirt, and you can see here the design. What I ultimately had to do was insert twill tape like so. And what I did is everywhere that there was a seam on this shirt, I inserted twill tape and some synthetic boning. Just your 1/4 inch plastic synthetic boning, fully washable, flexible, easy to use. You can see some spots here where I had to go top up the twill tape because I missed some marks, like some measures there. And I do have these parts that are taken in here that I still have to stitch. So I can certainly show you the effect after that's done. But basically what I did here on this shirt was first I installed boning channels all across the top of the garment here like this. Then I inserted the boning channels into there, and it did bring the garment closer to what we wanted, but there was still that rollover issue that I was talking about. So that was when I decided to insert the boning channels all along these sides of the shirt like this. So all that I have left to do is just stitch these little darts that I had marked out when my friend had tried it on. And I do need to put the reinforcements that are gonna go on either side here for tying up the corset. Stitch this closed, add in the grommets and the lace, and we'll be done. Let's see how it goes. And now I'm gonna sew these darts here as best I can. It is a bit thick, like there's not a lot of flexibility, but this little bit is part of how the top is fitting, so I'm gonna sew these little darts next. It did improve the fit, so we definitely need to include them. Now you can see what I've done here is I just ran some stitching along the bottom of each boning channel so that the bonings won't shift around too much. Now the next steps, because we've got the darts sewn and the channels closed, we're just gonna close these 2 layers back together. And here you can see I have the twill tape pinned in place for stitching. I lifted the label out of the way and then I'll put it back, and then we're going to insert the boning channels after I've stitched this down. Now what I'm showing you here is this is the top inside out with the sleeves and the parts going through it. So basically I'm closing this back up. I'm using the zipper foot on my sewing machine to make sure we can get around the boning channels, and then basically we're going to pull it through so it's right side out. Okay everyone, so now you can see all the boning channels are installed, the darts are sewn, the bottom is closed up, it just has to be pressed. The only thing I have left to do now is stitch the sides closed, press this, and then we're ready to do the grommets. Alright, so now we're going to practice some grommets here, right? Here's the grommet kit. It comes with this part that you punch the hole with, and then the two parts that you hammer everything together with, and a little courtesy block of wood, but I got an old cutting board out. So I have this piece of blue cotton twill that's like about the same weight as what the shirt is made out of, and I'm going to do some practice runs with that. Let's see how it goes. Now I have the holes marked out with chalk. It's washable, and I did make mistakes on this side, so I had to make sure I marked with pins so I know which ones I'm following. Now I'm ready to make the holes.